Welcome to Game Nights with JR. I'm JR, and this is our overview of our feature games for September. That means these are all of the games that are going to be set up, ready to play when you walk into any of our September game nights. This month, our theme is in celebration of Labor Day. We're calling it the Meeples Revolution, and we're looking at games that celebrate workers or solidarity and the resistance to those who would, turn us into commodities and reduce us to nothing more than cogs in a machine. So we're going to have a lot of fun and celebrate the people who made it possible for us to relax and enjoy life and have some space to play some games. So let's take a look at what we have coming up this month. First up, appropriately enough, is Strike, a game of workers' rebellion. In this game, we all work together in a city that is being taken over by the Happy Corporation. Happy Corporation wants to turn everyone into a commodity, everyone into a worker, and make sure that we don't get days off or anything like that. So, of course, we have to work together to organize to resist. So this is, once again, a cooperative game, and we work together using action points to figure out how to save the city from takeover by the Happy Corp. You basically win if you get 15 points, and Happy Corp wins if it gets 15 points. So this is a fun little game. If you played Space Cats Fight Fascism last month, it's the same game designers, so you can notice a little bit of a theme in their games. And what's fun about these games is that they're actually really hard, but they're not hard because they're hard to learn. They're hard because the game mechanics are just punishingly brutal. And again, that's meant to mimic how often the struggle in real life for labor rights can be very difficult. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be a lot of fun. So grab a couple of your friends and plan to resist together with Strike. Next up is an old favorite of mine, The Crew. The Crew is a cooperative trick-taking card game. So if you played Cat in the Box last month, or if you're a Spades fan, it's basically like that, except everyone is working together on the same team, and you're working on a mission out in deep space. So again, this one's a lot of fun. The strategy is really interesting, and particularly if, like me, you're a fan of trick-taking card games, it offers a really neat variation. Some people can find it stressful because you do have to work together, and you're still not allowed to communicate a ton, just like in a lot of trick-taking games. So it can be a big challenge as well. But man, when you succeed, there's so much glory to be had. It feels great. So The Crew is pretty easy to pick up, especially if you already know trick-taking games. And if you don't worry, that's okay. You can learn them through The Crew. It doesn't take very long to play either, so it can be a great starter game for the night, or even a great way to round out the night. Next up is probably the longest game of the month. It's called Rival Restaurants. And in this one, each of you takes on the persona of a popular chef at a restaurant, and you are trying to compete to, of course, have the best restaurant. Talk about an industry that's punishing for labor, right? Well, in this one, you're going to be perfecting recipes, trading with one another, shopping for your ingredients, and all of that in a high-stakes competitive game. What makes this one a lot of fun is actually the trading and bartering system. It can create a lot of drama, and, nothing could be higher stakes than the world of fine dining. So, leave your chef knife at home, because I think they're provided in the game. But plan to try out Rival Restaurants. It is a lot of fun, particularly if you're a foodie. Next up is Red Rising. This is, in fact, based on the series of books by Pierce Brown. They are about a revolution to overthrow an empire in a far future solar system science fiction setting. But really, this game is basically just a fun deck builder. There's 120 different cards, which can make it really challenging because you never know if the one card you need to make that killer combo with the card in your hand is actually going to come up this game or not. It makes it super replayable, but it also means there's a good bit of luck in this game. So even if you're not a huge expert at deck building games, you're going to be able to be competitive in this one. Also, if you haven't read the books, that's really okay. You just kind of won't know who the various characters are, but even still, it'll just kind of feel like a game with a bunch of art and characters who are named and you didn't know them anyway. So this game is really fun. I will also say, honestly, if you've read the books, which I have and I love them, I think they're great, it doesn't add that much to the gameplay experience. It feels like they just had a different game that they threw a Red Rising skin on. That said, the game is fun enough and short enough that it's still a lot of fun and still worth playing, even if the experience of overthrowing a galactic empire isn't quite as satisfying as maybe you would want it to be. Last up is a pirate game. Yar! It's called Dead Men Tell No Tales, and this is another cooperative game where all of you are pirates who are looting a ship. And as you're looting it, you have to fight off, I think they're actually zombies, or maybe they're just crew people, whatever. We'll say they're zombies for the sake of it, right? And then you're also trying to get off the ship before it burns. So it's actually pretty tough. Like, again, they make it so that the mechanics of the game are working against you, and tremendous fun. You'll get to talk in a pirate accent if you want. You get to talk about booty and loot, and you'll get to work together to escape. So I didn't think any labor celebration would be appropriate without our pirate friends here. And Dead Men Tell No Tales is, I think, one of the better pirate board games out there. So plan to enjoy that one here at a September game night. There you have it. Those are our 5 main feature games. You notice that several of them are cooperative, but hey, it's a month where we're celebrating labor, and labor is nothing if not all about solidarity. So I know some of you aren't wild about cooperative games, but we'll still have plenty of other bonus games if you want to take turns at those. And you might surprise yourself with how fun some of these cooperative games are. If you're a patron, of course, you also got to vote on the Player's Choice game, and we're looking forward to announcing that soon. And if you want a list of all of the upcoming September game nights, you can find that on our website at the events tab. Of course, that's linked in the description to this as well. And we want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who made this possible. You are the reason that we are able to do what we do, so thank you for that as well. Of course, if you have not signed up for the Patreon yet, you can always get a link to that in the description as well. Looking forward to celebrating labor with you this month. These games are all a blast, and I imagine they're going to lead to lots of shouts and screams, and hopefully some feelings of solidarity. So see you on the game nights in September. Can't wait to play.